Hello, this is Neville Douglas. It's the 27th of July 2013. Surprisingly enough, we've had a flood at our apartment, and so we've got to refurbish the whole of the apartment. So over the next few weeks, what we're going to be doing is there's 3 months worth of work which is going to be done on our apartment. I'm not going to go through and show you every aspect because I have filmed a video which is going to show you what is going to be happening. The floor has got to come out basically. So if you can imagine my hand is the floor. When the contractors first built the apartments, they built all of the walls on the floor. So to get the floor out, we've got to take out all of the bathrooms, we've got to take out all of the stud walls and everything else, the showers, everything's got to come out so they can get the floor out. The reason for this is that there was the cold water storage tank with the 2 immersion heaters in. That flooded. They used a particular type of plastic push fit fittings. I'm not criticising that kind of fitting, that's just what happened and that's the fact. And it came from the bottom of the cylinder. The cylinder is in a cupboard, so the cupboard filled up, and then as the cupboard filled up, it went behind the chipboard flooring and then went under the floor. So all this water pooled under the floor, and it was there for about 2 or 3, 4 years nearly since the flood happened. Now we've had to go through the insurance company for this, but we had to deal with NHBC initially, then the builders, and then we had to go through finding out who the contents, also the building's insurance was. And as a result of that, it's taken 4 years to get to the point where the works are going to be done. So you just have to be persistent, keep thorough records, get the names of the people that you talk to, and also check out what they say to you. Initially they told us that the building wasn't covered because the floor was a clip-clop flooring. Now if you Google that, and sometimes you have to Google what they say, clip-clop was the name of a watch, so it wasn't even to do with a particular kind of flooring, and that was the last of their cards that they threw at us to say, well, it's not a clip-clop flooring. We managed to get around that by Googling it and proving to them that there wasn't such a floor that exists. After that they went along. The works is going to go into tens of thousands of pounds. I'm not going to tell you the exact figure because that's confidential, but as you can imagine, the whole of the ground floor is going to have to be gutted, and that's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, so it's quite a big job. So over the next few weeks we're going to be showing you the processes, not when they strip it probably because I'm going to be away for a couple of weeks, but when we come back the place should be empty, and then we're going to go through the build-up of that. It's crucial when you're having these things done that in the bathroom, obviously they used chipboard flooring throughout the whole of the apartment. Now in the bathroom they should have used the... Okay, having looked at the floorboarding that was used in the bathroom, they used the same floorboarding throughout on the ground floor and on the first floor. It should have been a water resistant floorboarding that, you know, years and years ago they used to use in some of the bathrooms, and that was a green floorboard that was used to the green covering. It was just an indication that it was water resistant. Now the new standard is the P5 structural graded floorboard, and it's a chipboard floorboard, and it's only more water resistant. So in our case it probably would have resisted a little bit of the water that was released onto the floor. Having said that, it got underneath the floor in our case as it pooled in the back of the cold water or the hot water cylinder boxing in, and as a result it ran behind there, pooled behind that, and went under the floor where we have a layer of visqueen on a concrete slab, and then it went through into all of the insulation that's underneath the chipboard flooring that was there, and the chipboard flooring was also covered in a water resistant paint. Now this paint is quite hard wearing and it forms a waterproof skin on top of the chipboard flooring. Having said that, because it went underneath and it soaked all the insulation, the water consequently stayed underneath the flooring for approximately 4 years, and so there was when they investigated it, there was some sort of mould under there, because obviously it's a sealed environment. It's quite warm as well because our apartment is quite warm, and that is the case, and that's how it's been for the last 4 years. So the flooring has all got to come out
so that we can investigate anything else which is under there. Also to check whether or not there was any perforations in the waterproof membrane, and to see if that water is then soaked into the concrete slab. If it has soaked into the concrete slab, then that needs to be removed, and sorry, not the slab, but the visqueen there, or the waterproof membrane as some people call it. That's got to be removed to allow the concrete slab to dry out, and that needs to be monitored to see whether or not it has completely dried out before the new floor can be replaced. So I hope you find this useful.
Humidity in the flooring means that it's still, if you put the timber back on there, the water's going to go back into the flooring and it's going to cause the same problem as well. So it's going to be quite an interesting project over 3 months, and I'll be posting videos regularly, and I hope that this lends itself to you in regards to anything that you want to know about it. If you've got any questions about the processes that we're going to be going through, looking at the works, once again, just send me an email or post something on the YouTube channel, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much.